Mike Bohn joined now by Reinier de Ridder, who is already lined up for another huge fight, but I think still riding high off the big win over Bohn Nickel. I see you're wearing your Iowa wrestling shirt still, Reinier. Have you taken that thing off since fight week?
That's what my wife said. My wife said, "Don't put the shirt on again. Fuck off."
It's a great shirt. I mean, great memories. Are you still like riding high at all, or have we? I mean, we've clearly moved on to the next thing.
Yeah, it's kind of over. It's always for 5 minutes it's amazing. For 5 hours it's pretty nice. For 5 days it's kind of nice, and then it's over.
Did you even get 5 days to celebrate the win over Bohn Nickel until the UFC called you with the main event against Robert Whittaker, UFC Abu Dhabi?
No. Wednesday morning, Ali told me about the fight.
Family Reinier.
You're all good.
I
We're
was
at
at
the
the airport.
airport here. Yeah, you're a busy
Yeah.
man. You're headed right back to. So what? You went home for how many days after the fight?
Family Reinier.
I was home for. I went home right away, and then Wednesday, Ali called me about the fight, but he said, "Don't tell anybody because they want to announce it themselves. UFC wants to announce it themselves."
Mm-hmm.
And then I was at the gym at night, and a couple people came up to me. "Hey, you're fighting Robert, right?" I'm like, "I don't think you guys should know," but they already showed me on Instagram that there were already posters being made. So somehow it leaked, and that's where we're at now.
Yeah, that's great. So you're headed back to Killcliff, going back to South Florida.
Yeah. I'm going to Istanbul first, to Turkey first, teach a seminar and do a podcast. Have some fun there with my brother here, and then I'll fly to Florida on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday night.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess how like satisfied were you? I know you called out Sean Strickland, but as we talked about before the fight, like I'm sure you would have been okay with anyone, Izzy, Strickland, Whittaker. Like these are the guys that are the top of the division that get you to the next step.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm very happy with the fight. He's been around for so long, such a legend, former champ. Yeah, I'm very excited for it. Sean can wait for a little bit, but he'll get his turn.
Yeah, right. We'll see what happens with his fight when that might happen. I guess just like Robert Whittaker.
Is it gonna be Sean Adesanya?
That seems like it. I mean, you look at kind of how everything's being made. We have the title fight set. Imavov is the backup. I don't know what they're doing with Baralho, but if you kind of just look at who's available and what all makes sense, that seems like the obvious fight now.
Yeah, or Kaio maybe.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, how do you look at Robert Whittaker at this point of his career? Like, obviously, he's been champion, been at the top for so long, had a few key losses, but like we know how good this guy is.
Yeah, the Ikram fight is not that long ago, and he looked amazing in that one. Hamzat fight was a bit unfortunate, I think, with the injury he came into it with. But he's still there, very explosive, very dangerous dude. So I'm gonna get into camp as quick as possible and get ready.
Yeah. What do you take away from that Hamzat fight? Because it was obviously like, great technique, gets the back, all that stuff. But like after the fact, Robert kind of mentioned that he's had this issue with his teeth since he was like a kid and just seemed like the perfect technique at the perfect time. But like, do you see, I guess, an opportunity there with, that seems like something that doesn't just go away for him?
Yeah, I think my Rinnick jokes are a bit cleaner. I get under the chin and stuff.
Yeah. How much more confident are you in like a striking fight now? I mean, we saw what you're capable of there against Bohn Nickel. I'm sure you're okay fighting Robert in every area in this fight.
Yeah, definitely. He's a interesting one to prepare for because there's not a lot of guys with his style in the stand-up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very explosive, likes to leap in, hands low, good punches, good kicks. So it's not an easy one to prepare for in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. You'll see me do the same thing I always do: put the pressure, get close, try and hit him with some good shots, take him down, choke him out. That's the plan.
Yeah, we know all about your championship experience in one, longer fights, all that stuff. Finally, a 5-rounder in the UFC. How does that change your approach now from the 3-round fights that you did, to open the UFC career?
Nah, that doesn't really change that much. I've only gone 5 rounds once, I think, against Ong in the second fight. but I still try to get him out of there as quick as possible. Anyway, and it's very cool that it's a main event. It's cool that it's in Abu Dhabi because Abu Dhabi was the first place that I've ever made money doing sports. So that's very cool for me. Like I think must be like 12 years ago, something like that. I won the Abu Dhabi World Pro Jiu-Jitsu tournament there and went home with $3,000. So I was very excited at the time to make some money instead of spend money on sports.
Yeah.
And last year my was kind of the start for the UFC adventure I've been on this year because I fought in UE Wars there a year ago.
Yeah.
Exactly, like 2 days off last year. So
Yeah.
be cool to be back there.
It's got a good positive vibe for you, right? And your memories.
Yeah, I really like Abu Dhabi. I really love the place. People are so friendly, so good to me there. So yeah.
For sure. Did you see Anthony Malkin's comments on this fight? He said he thinks you're going to break Robert Whittaker just like you did Bohn Nickel.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But I didn't see too much from him. But every time I fight, somehow he pops up as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of your connection and all the fame you're getting here.
I missed that. Sorry.
No, he said he's taking advantage of all the fame you're getting here, and your guys.
Yeah. He should. He got me.
Yeah, for sure. I guess let's just go back to the Bohn Nickel fight a little bit. I mean, it's such a great performance. I don't know if I've seen a crazier aftermath of a fight, but we kind of talked about it before. You're like, I don't, there's never been so much like disdain towards an opponent of yours, and I guess we saw it all come out after the fact. Did you find that a little crazy, even though like you felt that there was kind of a different hate towards him even leading in?
Yeah, I don't like that stuff. It's not a nice part of our culture at the moment that people hate on somebody online like that. But as I said this a couple times in interviews after the fight, but it's pretty easy to get away from for him too. He doesn't need to be on social media. He can just put the phone down for a couple of days, and it would have been over. He wouldn't have to take all the negative stuff in. But I don't believe he did. I think he got he got most of it in his mind. But man, it is what it is. I think he'll be back. He'll be back stronger than ever next time.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm saying to people, they're shitting on him now, but if you go out there and beat Robert Whittaker, like, how do they even look at it as, it says more about you, right? It's like, how good is de Ridder? Not, is Bohn Nickel bad, or any of those questions?
Yeah, exactly. If I keep doing well, then it would be good for him as well. And I think we'll see him maybe in a longer time frame. So I hope he takes some time off and really works on specific stuff. But if he gets one win in, everybody's back on the Bohn Nickel train, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was interesting because he was very humble immediately afterward, but then he like did that podcast where I'm sure you saw. He's like, I'm gonna be champion. He basically said he's like, told everyone, suck my dick if you're hating on me, and like, I'm gonna be champion again, and when I am, you're all gonna try to support me again, and I'm gonna spit in your face. Was like his thing.
Oh, okay, nice.
It was like a complete 180. So I don't know, is that a healthy attitude to have, or what's your stance on that?
I don't know. I didn't see the podcast, but that doesn't sound too healthy, no.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll see how his journey is, but yours, obviously a huge win. But like we said early on before the fight, you're probably not going to fight anyone with 7 MMA fights again, and here you are fighting one of the best middleweights in the world after.
It's crazy, yeah. So cool to get another shot like this, and if I just keep making good on all these opportunities, I think I have a good chance to fight for the title in a little while here.
Yeah, I mean, the timing couldn't be any more perfect, right? The title fight is 3 weeks after your fight, so like that must be a huge.
Yeah, but they announced the French guy as the backup, so that's too bad.
Well, Reinier, I would be very angry if you won this fight and then you tried to turn around 3 weeks later and do a backup thing. You need to chill after this one.
Nah, come on, I'm not wasting any time.
Yeah, well, clearly not. I mean, I think there's still an amazing story here. If you win this fight and maybe you fight for the title again, maybe in Abu Dhabi in October or something, this would be
crazy.
From making your debut to being the champion in less than a year. When you came in, even your most optimistic outlook on how this could go, could you have envisioned it would have been that fast if that's how it pans out?
No, not at all. No, tend to not really look that far ahead anyway. But no, I didn't expect this all. And we're not there yet. Let's be honest. I got to get through all these guys they put in front of me first. Robert is not an easy fight at all.
No, he's absolutely not. I know you've been asked a million times about like the Hamzat and Dricus fight, but now that we do have a date, like a location, all that kind of stuff, maybe you can talk about it in more real terms since we know when and where it's happening.
Yeah, it's August, and where is it?
Chicago.
Oh,
August 16th.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
apparently Hamzat
Yeah.
can fight in the US.
Yeah, yeah. Now Trump is in office. You can.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we talked about it before. Do you still feel Hamzat has the advantage there?
No, I think Dricus is gonna. I think Dricus will win. Yeah. I don't think Hamzat is gonna get him out of there early. And Dricus is a motherfucker, man. He keeps going. And every round, though it doesn't really look better, he looks better at his technique. He gets better every round. And I see Dricus like finishing him in the late rounds, like 4th round, 5th round, maybe, with a lot of volume. I see Hamzat maybe taking him down in the 1st, 2nd round, getting to his back, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think Dricus has a good shot.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Are you gonna try to get there and be at the fight, cage side, all that kind of stuff, make your presence known?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, why not? I'll be in Florida because we're moving over to the US with my wife and kids soon. So yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're going all in on the US move.
Yeah, I have to, man. I have to. These are the years, and we found a school for the kids, and everything is set up there. So yeah, it's time.
Yeah, that's great news. After this fight, do you want to actually chill though for a little bit, or like, are you gonna? No, we're going.
We're going.
All
Now
gas.
we'll see
no
what
brake.
happens. We'll see what comes up. But for some reason, it hasn't really been more than a week after every fight that they booked me a new one. So I think this might be after this one. It might not be any different if it all goes well. Huh?
Yeah, this is what you wanted though, right? Like you're absolutely maximizing this UFC opportunity.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for, but I'm I'm getting a lot of action. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great, man. It's obviously a huge summer for this division. I guess just last before I go, I know you broke down Robert a little bit here, but just give me a few more like feelings towards him and obviously how important this fight is in your overall career scope.
Yeah, so of course I've always seen all the Robert Whittaker fights through the years, but I have to really sit down and study all the fights again. But one thing we know is he really likes to jump in, right? He lunge in. He's explosive from a distance. So I think an important thing for me is to keep the pressure on him, like I did with Bo. Get close, push him back, and implement my game. Maybe hit him with a couple knees again, but mostly just see if I can find his neck.
Yeah, for sure. I saw he just did like a few interviews this morning as well, and his quote about you is he's one of those guys where if I push the pace to where I want to go, control the fight, control the dance, I can take it wherever I want to. So, guessing it's pretty standard pre-fight talk, but I'm sure that's what you would think he would say about this fight, right?
Yeah, exactly. And both of us are not really the best trash talkers. Two lovely dads we are, so. I think don't expect too much trash talk before this one, but I think it's going to be a very spectacular fight.
For sure. Seems like the kind of guy you could go have a pint with afterwards, right?
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, for sure. Two good dudes. All right, Reinier, I know you're at the airport, literally about to catch a flight. I appreciate you squeezing me in. So huge fight. Very happy for you. And what a run this has been. We'll see how it keeps going.
Yeah, hopefully I can keep knocking them out like this.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
See ya.